in my mind and my heart recently that everything that happens for a reason. I truly believe that. So anytime like you have kind of a misunderstanding with somebody or like a falling out with somebody, I believe that happens for a reason. And for me personally, I believe, like, I'm not saying that God directly is like showing us, like, is gonna determine our actions, but I believe in God, and I do believe that God will give us a sense of things and will create circumstances where maybe you have a falling out with some person or anybody really, because God wants something better for you, and I believe that. And this has gone with a lot of different interactions I've had with people in the past. Not that they're bad people, but they just weren't people for me. Because I think when I was younger, even up until like 2 years ago, really, I realized that because I'm kind of an agreeable person, that some people kind of like to take advantage of that and they don't really respect me enough. Like, I'm at the point in my life where I don't want friendship with anybody who doesn't have sky high respect for me, who doesn't build me up all the way every day and as I do with them. Because if you're not on that same page with me, then we were not destined to be friends. Like, I really began to see that. And a lot of this has to do with political stuff, because people have always been divided since the beginning of time, since the Roman Empire. But it just seems like since the panini, people are exploiting that division. And it's people that want to be in power, aka Trumper. Anybody who is still rallying for this guy and his division and his hypocrisy, like, go ahead, rally for him. But like, even Ronald Reagan appointed judges are ruling against things that he's doing. So I should tell you something. I don't know. So you can be a conservative if you want, but I'm kind of done, like, just in any kind of interaction, really. Like, conservatives, like, I don't know, living in California or just being online generally. I know a lot of conservatives like to say, oh, liberals are indoctrinated and they have their propaganda. Well, conservatives definitely do too. And one of the things, and I kind of laugh about this really, they take themselves way too seriously, because you'll just be bopping along in life and there'll be like a conservative guy that will make some sort of comment about different lifestyles. Like, I mean, people have been doing that since the beginning of time. People did it in the 60s about the Beatles. They thought girls watching the Beatles was the end of time and everybody was going to go downhill. But people would just make little comments to me like, oh, Madonna wrote a book. That children's book she wrote, that's just the ruination of America. And which is ridiculous, because I read the children's book and it was a perfectly fine book. There was nothing wrong with it. Don't read the book if you don't like it. Don't watch the show if you don't like it. But people that claim to believe in personal liberty and freedom of speech, I've noticed at the end of the day, they will definitely get their knickers in a twist. If you don't see the world the way that they do, if you don't buy into their indoctrination the way that they do, if you're not wanting to always take politics very seriously, if you don't see it for what it is as a power play, especially right now, I know, right? How dare Elvis Presley move his hips? There's just a lot of things going on right now, and it's all a power play. And Trump loves the power play. And anybody that's like, look, I'm not saying that every single thing that maybe liberals do is for me, but I'm going to say in general, I feel like left-leaning people, they're a little bit more just letting people live their own lives. I know some people are going to be like, oh, no, they're not. But in general, yes, because recently what's happening in the news and just things in general, you're just